The 2004 Euros was hosted in Portugal from 12th June to the 4th of July to crown the winner of that year's European Championship tournament, the quadrennial UEFA competition that sees its member nations duke it out for glory. This edition was contested by 16 nations and the tournament was rich in surprises and upsets. Traditional football powerhouses Germany, Spain, and Italy were eliminated in the group stage, while defending champions France were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Greece. Portugal recovered from an opening defeat to Greece to reach the final, eliminating England and the Netherlands along the way. For the first time in a major European football tournament, the last match featured the same teams as the opening match, with the host nation Portugal facing the ultimate underdog in Greece at the Estadio da Luz in the country's capital of Lisbon. Portugal were again trounced by Greece, who held on to complete a shock 1-0 victory after Greek forward Angelos Charisteas put them ahead in the 57th minute. Fun fact, Charisteas at club level was fresh from a Bundesliga title and German Cup double with outsiders Werder Bremen, who are never really the typical favorites to win domestic silverware in Germany. Another fun fact, Werder Bremen have only won the Bundesliga 4 times in their 125-year existence, with 2 of the titles coming under the management and coaching of Otto Rehhagel, the same man who was in charge of the Greece national team during the Euros.
I can't believe it. Football, bloody hell.
Greece's victory would be cited as the greatest upset in the history of the European Championship, given their record of never having previously won a match at a major event and their 150-1 odds of winning the tournament. A total of 77 goals were scored in the tournament, with an average of 2.48 goals per match. The top scorer and Golden Boot recipient was Czechia forward Milan Baroš, who bagged 5 goals, while the player of the tournament was Greek midfielder Theodoros Zagorakis. Most goals scored by a team was 10, recorded by 2 nations, Czechia and England, while the fewest goals scored by a team was 1, recorded by Bulgaria, Latvia and Switzerland. Bulgaria also conceded the most goals with 9, while the fewest goals conceded was 2 by both Italy and Spain. So, without further delay, welcome to Football Attitudes, what happened to every pro Euro 2004 team of the tournament. Goalkeeper Petr Cech. A revelation at his first major tournament, Cech had agreed to leave French club Rennes for English club Chelsea before the tournament had kicked off in February 2004. The then 22-year-old went on to stamp his class in the Premier League, helping Chelsea win their first league title in 50 years in 2005, which they would retain the following season. On top of domestic success, Cech would win the UEFA Champions League in 2012 and Europa League in 2013. On 8th July 2016, he announced his retirement from international football as the most capped player in the history of the Czech team with 124 caps, and would ultimately end his playing career at Arsenal in 2019, where he won his 5th FA Cup. In the same year, Cech would return to former club Chelsea as a technical and performance advisor, but in June 2022, he would leave the role after American businessman Todd Bowley took over the club as new owner. Petr Cech is currently a goaltender, the equivalent of a goalkeeper in ice hockey, for Scottish team the Belfast Giants, who compete in the UK's Elite Ice Hockey League after deciding to join the sport in 2019. Defender Traianos Dellas. Little known prior to Euro 2004, the towering centre-back was pivotal as Otto Rehhagel's team conceded just 4 goals on their way to the title. An ever-present figure for the Greek national team from 2001 to 2009, Dellas gave a string of memorable performances and scored the tournament's silver goal, his only strike in 53 international games, to eliminate Czechia in the semi-final first-half extra time. At club level, Dellas played for AEK Athens in Greece, Sheffield United in England, and Perugia and AS Roma in Italy. The centre-back spent the previous 2 years prior to the tournament out of favour at Roma and returned to Greek club AEK in 2005, winning a second Greek Cup in 2011, 11 years after his first with the club. After retiring from playing in 2012, Dellas was appointed senior coach at AEK and went on to manage 2 more Greek sides in Atromitos and Panetolikos, and is currently coaching at Greek club OFI Crete after being appointed in February this year. Defender Ricardo Carvalho. A newcomer to the side, Carvalho was drafted into Luis Felipe Scolari's 11 for the second group game against Russia and never looked back. A Europa League and Champions League winner with Porto, the centre-back followed manager Jose Mourinho to Chelsea and helped the Blues to successive Premier League titles, to add to his 2 at Porto and the English domestic double in 2010. Carvalho also played for Real Madrid, Monaco, and Chinese Super League side Shanghai SIPG. At 38, he was the oldest outfield player at the Euro 2016 finals in France. Carvalho started in all three of Portugal's group stage matches but was dropped from the starting lineup for the knockout stages of the competition. Portugal would right the wrongs of 2004 to win the 2016 tournament, defeating the hosts 1-0 in the final in extra time, although Carvalho was an unused substitute. After venturing into coaching, he was appointed the assistant coach to Portuguese manager André Villas-Boas at French club Marseille from 2019 to 2021 and is currently one of the assistants to Portugal's manager Roberto Martinez since 2023. Defender Giorgas Seitaridis. Seitaridis was an accomplished presence at right back during Greece's march to UEFA Euro 2004 glory. He contributed to a parsimonious defense but also provided an attacking outlet, with his one forward run in particular earning Greece a penalty after a 19-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo fouled him inside the box in the opener against Portugal. He marked Thierry Henry and Milan Baros out of games, and his nation's victory in the tournament completed a wonderful season, having won the double with Greek club Panathinaikos. After the tournament, Seitaridis joined Portugal giants FC Porto and had spells at Dinamo Moscow and Atletico Madrid before returning to Panathinaikos, where he retired in 2013. Today, Seitaridis is a proud owner of Moma Rest and Cafe, a Mediterranean restaurant located in the heart of Athens. He has also switched from busting down the flanks as a fullback to a two-wheeled motorcycle he now rides for fun. Defender Gianluca Zambrotta. Despite Italy's group stage elimination at Euro 2004, no blame could be laid at fullback Zambrotta's door, as he was irresistible in the 1-1 draw with Sweden. He fared even better in 2006 when he played a leading role in Italy's World Cup triumph. After a successful 7-year stint with Juventus from 1999 to 2006, Zambrotta joined Barcelona, then later signed for AC Milan, where he won a third Scudetto. In 2013, he signed with Swiss club Chiasso with an option to become a player assistant manager during his second season with the club. In 2014, the Italian would announce his playing retirement and would help Chiasso avoid relegation in the same year after the senior coach was sacked, but would also suffer the same fate a year later. Since then, Zambrotta has been involved in various activities, from coaching youth at San Fermo's football academy to becoming a participant of the Italian version of Dancing with the Stars. He has also tried his hand as a football pundit and also participated in other reality television game shows in Italy. Although he has been involved in various activities outside of football, Zambrotta, who has a UEFA Pro coaching license, is currently waiting to get back to managing a senior team. Midfielder Maniche. Coming off the back of a Portuguese double and UEFA Champions League triumph with Porto, Maniche was the player of the tournament in the eyes of many. He scored a crucial goal versus Russia in the group stage, a do-or-die penalty in the quarter-final tie with England, and a wonderful semi-final winner against the Netherlands. Unfortunately for Maniche, it all went downhill after he left Porto in 2005 to join Dinamo Moscow, only to find himself unsettled in Russia. Jose Mourinho came to his rescue, taking him on a 6-month loan at Chelsea in 2006, but it was another disaster for the midfielder, who started only 5 times during his brief spell at Stamford Bridge. In the 4 years after, he played for Atletico Madrid, Inter, and FC Köln in Germany before returning home to sign for Sporting. Following his retirement from professional football in 2012, the former midfielder tried his hand at management, mainly as an assistant with little success. These days, Maniche is occasionally seen doing punditry work on television or written press back in his native Portugal. Midfielder Pavel Nedved. Then the reigning Ballon d'Or winner, Nedved graced the tournament with some vintage displays before injury forced him off in the semi-final against Greece. Emerging from international retirement after being persuaded to reverse that decision in the 2006 World Cup qualification playoffs, he helped his nation get past Norway and made his only World Cup appearance in Germany before retiring again following Czechia's group stage exit. At club level, he played for Czech club Sparta Prague from 1992 to 1996 before joining Lazio in Italy, winning a Scudetto and 2 Coppas Italia with the club. Moving to Juventus, Nedved made more than 300 appearances between 2001 and 2009, returning to the club as a board member in 2010 after retiring. In November 2022, the entire Juventus board of directors, including Nedved, resigned from their respective roles amid a financial scandal. He would be suspended for 8 months in January 2023 from holding office in Italian football as punishment for capital gain violations as part of the Plusvalenza scandal, which saw Juve docked 10 points during the 2022-23 season for mishandling and manipulating transfer finances. Midfielder Theodoros Zagorakis. Not only did he lift the Henri Delaunay Trophy as the winning captain, Zagorakis was also voted the player of the tournament. The midfielder never scored in Portugal, with his first goal for Greece arriving on his 101st cap against Denmark in the 2006 World Cup qualifiers, but was their most effective player in the 2004 Euro final. Zagorakis played for Greek clubs Kavala, PAOK and AEK Athens, winning the Greek Cup with the latter, and would also have stints with Italian side Bologna and English club Leicester City, with whom he won the League Cup. He ended his playing career with PAOK after becoming the club president in 2007. However, he struggled with finances and couldn't handle the club's debt, which forced him to step down in 2012. Zagorakis would then choose to pursue a career in politics, and he's been a member of the European Parliament since 2014. The former player is also a member of the European Union's Culture and Education Committee, plus its internal market and consumer protection. Midfielder Cristiano Ronaldo. The then teenager came to prominence at this specific tournament, scoring his first international goal and starring in Portugal's run to the final. A Sporting CP Academy product, Cristiano was signed by Manchester United in 2003 and helped them to 3 successive Premier League titles and the UEFA Champions League in 2008 before moving to Real Madrid a year later. 4 more UCL crowns followed, and in 2016 he finally won the Euros as Portugal's captain, with the UEFA Nations League title in 2019 to boost his international credentials. Not only is he Portugal's all-time top goal scorer, he is also the leading marksman in European Championship history, including qualifiers. Individually, CR7 has won the Ballon d'Or 5 times among countless awards and records. Still scoring relentlessly and winning trophies since moving to Juventus in 2018, the now 39-year-old has enjoyed a stint back at Man United and is currently playing for Al Nassr in the trending Saudi Pro League, helping the club to their first Arab Club Champions Cup in 2023. One of the greatest to ever kick a ball, Cristiano recently set the record for most goals scored in a single Saudi Pro League campaign, while also becoming the first footballer to finish as top scorer in 4 different leagues. Forward, Wayne Rooney. He took Euro 2004 by storm, but England's tournament faltered after he limped off in their quarter-final duel against Portugal with a broken foot. At just 18 years old during the tournament, Rooney gave man-of-the-match displays against France, Switzerland and Croatia. He played in 2 more Euros and 3 World Cups, ending his England career in 2018 with a record 53 goals from 120 games. A 5-time Premier League winner with Man United, Rooney also helped them win the 2008 Champions League and is the club's all-time top goal scorer. He would return for a 1-season spell at boyhood club Everton in 2017, followed by stints at American soccer club DC United and English Championship club Derby County, where he retired from on-field action in 2021. Rooney had been given a player-manager contract at Derby and was appointed as part of a 4-man interim coaching staff after Philip Koku was sacked as manager, owing to a poor start to the 2020-2021 season. The Englishman would eventually be appointed as permanent manager after improving Derby's form enough to get them out of the relegation zone. Unfortunately, in the following season, Derby would incur a 21-point deduction which relegated the club to League One while being in administration, forcing Rooney to resign as manager in June 2022. The former striker would have senior managing jobs at DC United and English club Birmingham City to little success. However, in May 2024, Rooney was appointed manager of Championship club Plymouth Argyle on a 3-year contract. Forward, Milan Baros. Baros was the top scorer at Euro 2004, finding the back of the net 5 times. The only match where he failed to score was the only one Czechia did not win, the semi-final against eventual winners Greece. The striker went on to be part of Liverpool's famous Istanbul comeback against Milan in the 2005 Champions League final, but his patchy form at Anfield led to him being sold to Aston Villa that summer. He later played for French club Lyon, English club Portsmouth, and Turkish giants Galatasaray before twice rejoining Czech club Baník Ostrava, the club he originally left for Liverpool either side of a stint with Antalyaspor in Turkey. In April 2009, Baros and 5 other players were banned indefinitely by the Czech FA from playing for the national team after going out on an all-night drinking session after a World Cup qualifying defeat to Slovakia. He returned to the lineup 4 months later and retired from international duty after Euro 2012 with a more than respectable return of 41 goals in 93 appearances. In July 2020, after his 4th stint with Ostrava, Baros announced that he would retire from professional football at the end of the Czech season due to persistent injuries. Although technically he's still quote-unquote playing football at the age of 42, however, his current club, FK Vigatis, are an amateur side of which no detailed stats are available.